Thank you, Mr Rennie. We will now move to the open debate. Speeches of up to 4 minutes. I call Ruth Maguire to be followed by Russell Finlay. Ms Maguire.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I want to acknowledge the work of committee colleagues. Their willingness to work across party lines for the benefit of our young citizens was powerful and has brought about positive changes to legislation that will be meaningful to those we are here to serve. And again, as I did yesterday, I would like to acknowledge and thank the Minister for the distance that she travelled on the issues the committee raised and for listening generously and providing myself and colleagues with amendments to the bill that helped achieve the changes that we wish to see. Sincere thanks also to all those who provided the committee with evidence, expertise and experience, but in particular victim support, Scottish Women's Aid, Assist and others who highlighted with clarity who we'd be letting down if we didn't think of all the children and young people, not just those involved in the system because of their harmful behaviour. One of the voices that has and will stay with me was that of the parents of those who had lost a child to murder and asked for anonymity for them. I'm sorry that this bill was not the place to get change. I do, however, want to welcome the Scottish Government's commitment to consult on the matter. I will not forget your voices and promise I'll do all I can to further your ask that the surviving siblings of murdered children can grow up free from the significant impact of continuing and traumatising press and social media coverage. The Care and Justice Scotland Bill will uphold the promise by improving outcomes for children and young people navigating care and justice, ensuring that children who come into contact with care and justice services or come into conflict with the law do so in an age-appropriate system and setting. The deprivation of liberty of a child should be the last resort, to be only used for the shortest period of time. It is true that children in secure accommodation and custody continue to be some of our most disadvantaged and excluded children in society. Many will often already have faced multiple adverse experiences, including abuse, neglect, household dysfunction, instability, community violence, deprivation, loss, bereavement, each of these things bringing the associated trauma. Many have significant mental health, emotional and well-being needs, which often are undiagnosed and they don't have the access to support they require. Where appropriate care and support is provided, this can encourage healthy development and improve current and future outcomes and opportunities to live a fulfilling life in the community. While secure accommodation in young offenders institutions can both deprive children of liberty, the environments are distinctly different. Safe and trusting relationships are the cornerstone of promoting children's healthy development, but these are extremely difficult, if not impossible, to develop in a custodial environment, such as a Young Offenders Institute. Children should not be in prison. This bill ends the imprisonment of children in Scotland. Evidence, as well as common decency, shows us that children come into conflict with the law, that when children come into conflict with the law, providing them with the best support to address the causes of their behaviour helps them to reintegrate, to rehabilitate and, importantly, to desist from harmful behaviour. This, in turn, prevents further harm in our communities. I think it's fair to say that the balance of this bill in terms of the rights of all children has been greatly improved through the committee process. We have significant improvements to information sharing provisions for victims within the bill. There's inclusion of provisions to provide support for victims in the children's hearing system, the establishment of a single point of contact service and reporting duties which will ensure accountability and opportunity for scrutiny. This bill represents significant progress in realising children's rights. I'll be proud to vote for it tonight, Presiding Officer.